Before this video starts, I just want to say a massive thank you to people. Mark Briggs, thank you for doing the engine for me. Much appreciated, and glad you were patient with that. Alex Barnby, just pushing me on whenever I just couldn't be arsed in working on my car. Also, soldering the wires in the back of the car, just absolute lifesaver. The whole job from start to finish, just chipping away at it from the front of the car to the back of the car, took nearly 3 months. So cheers, Alex. Who else? Jordan Gallagher. For the life of me, I don't know how to say your second name properly still. But massive appreciation, just helping me out, also pushing me on, doing what needs to be done. Jamie Foster, thank you for coming down and installing brake lines for me, and obviously you've done it on your car, so you were the person to go to for advice on it. Ben Newell, all of my tuning, like obviously it still needs to get tuned again, as you'll see in this video, but he's always there. He's always a phone call away with something that's technically wrong. He just helps out. Massive help, mate. Lee, SRD, thank you so much for the block. Absolutely perfect. It's a shame we had to put the head on it because those Manly pistons looked absolutely glorious. Paul at With Bits, thank you for all the parts, helping out. Service has been great. Cheers. Sean Coulson at Mirror Finishes in Newcastle, thank you for painting my bay. You always like accommodate me whenever I need something doing on my car paintwork wise. You're always there, just poof, get it in, get it down, we'll get it done. So yeah, just squeezing me in all the time and doing them late nights on my car. Thank you so much. Also Nigel at Yakushi, thank you so much for the merch, much appreciated. It's nice and warm. But yeah, enjoy the video, guys. There's probably someone that I've missed off, but massively appreciate it. Thank you. Hey guys, first of all, I just want to apologise. I know I said I was going to update and I haven't. Basically everything's gone that fast paced that I haven't been able to actually take the time to pick up the camera, what with work and just 100% just going in on the car, just getting it finished, and it's still not finished. Well, last time we spoke I'd sent the block down to SRD, got it back, that's all done. Engine's back together, engine is in. Bought a bunch of other stuff, so I took some videos today with the car, just a walk around of the car, so I'll put this clip up now. So all that's left to do is put the headlights in. I've just fitted the front bumper now, and fingers crossed this weekend Ben can come down and we need to bed the rings in. So basically just a couple of pulls under load, nothing too aggressive on the pulls, just to bed the rings in, just a couple of runs up and down the road, and that should do it. But then I need to get basically a kind of map on it so I can drive it 200 miles just to get its braking procedure done, and then it's off to the dyno. As you've probably seen, there's been quite a lot of money chucked at it. I don't know why there's so much pressure for me to get it finished. I think for myself, I just want to get it done. Everything just started to snowball. It was a case of once a block was back, I was like, right, what can I do with the head? So ended up getting the 269 cams from Whiff Bits. Then the valve springs and retainers, Brian Crower, which I already had. And then chucked the engine in. But prior to putting the engine in, the car went away to paint and got the bay all smoothed out, painted, got the odd bits and bobs painted as well. And yeah, but it was scary putting the engine back in. Just didn't, we put it in with the gearbox as well and didn't want to scratch a thing. When the engine got put back in, I thought, do I do an ABS delete? So the ABS unit's now gone, and I've cheers to Jamie Foster coming down and helping with the lines, putting all the lines in. Since he'd done it previous on his Supra as well, he popped down and helped out with that. I just wanted to get the bay pretty much clean. Then it started snowballing again from there, where I was like, right, I don't know, I just enjoyed spending money with the car, so it's an investment for me at the end of the day. Like, give it a couple of years, I'll have my money back on it the way the prices are going. In regards to the exhaust, I went with the 4-inch Whiff Bits full exhaust from the turbo back. Now, with my turbo being on a log manifold, my turbo sits straight as opposed to a little bit further forward and a little bit angled, like on this angle kind of thing. So I had to modify the downpipe ever so slightly just to make it all fit. But it's loud, it's very loud. So I ended up ordering a baffle for the back just to basically get it in and out of the estate. People are probably wondering about my screamer pipe. No, it's not coming out the bonnet. I just had it there because when I'd contacted a company to hire their dyno, they said, do you have an external wastegate? I said, yes. I can aim it up over if needs be. So I ended up aiming it up over, sending the picture to them, and they said, oh, we can't do it. So I kind of just need to swap that back to the ground. But in regards to running in and breaking in the piston rings, it'll be getting done on a private road. So what I might do is take the bonnet off and leave it like that, just to see, just to have a giggle. Now I've turned my torch on here, so you can see the exhaust system. Oh, she's pretty. She's pretty. Fist bump. Now, forgive me, it needs a clean out. I'll give it a good clean once it's back home. But in regards to the fuse box, it's just sat there for now. Haven't really done much with it, but at least it sits under the carpet. Doesn't really affect the cover that goes on. So if anyone's wanting to do that, don't. It takes so long to do. Massive shout out to Alex for soldering all this end up for me, and Jordan as well for giving me the push to actually keep going. But Alex primarily, big shout out. End up getting a full 4-inch exhaust system, as you saw in the clip. That was a full Whiff Bits. Obviously, like I explained, it needed some adjustment. And yeah, the car, I tried to start it and it wasn't priming the fuel pump or firing off my injectors, which is basically what it does when I turn the key on to ignition. I then called Ben, who tuned my car previous, and he made the wiring loom and everything. Called him down and he plugged the laptop in, and he can see things that I just blatantly can't see on the laptop, and he said, your throttle position sensor is off. I was like, how do you mean? He said, just check your throttle position sensor. Is there anything out of the ordinary? And I said, well, there's 2 wires going in and there's one just hanging out. He said, that's your problem. Basically what it was, the with that wire being out, the ECU was reading the throttle position sensor and the throttle position at 100%. If the ECU sees 100% throttle, it will not prime or fire off my injectors. So put that pin in and job's a good one. It primed up straight away, and then we managed to get first startup out the way. So here's the clip of this. Is actually the official first startup, so it sounds a bit groggy at first, and basically it shoots straight up to 2000 RPM. Reason for the high idle is, one, I put my idle control valve on the wrong way around, so it was sucking in too much air. But fortunately it was kind of a good thing, because it needed to idle on its first start at 2000 RPM to break the cams in, basically. So yeah, here's the clip. You ready?
Yeah, man.
In regards to the car now, all that's left to do is send it on a road, just get it under load, basically. I've worked alongside SRD and asked them what the requirements are for breaking in this engine, with it being a freshly built engine, and they said do your start up for 2000 RPM, which I've got out the way now, with mineral oil in. Drop that mineral oil, put fresh mineral oil in, which I've done, and it's currently sat there at the moment waiting for bedding the piston rings in. It needs to go up and down a road, just putting some load on. It's not about boost or speed, it's about load, and that's it. Just a couple of times, and then I need to get some form of tune on it so I can drive it around for 200 miles. Once them 200 miles are out the way, drop the mineral oil, put my fresh good oil in. I run Miller's Nanodrive CFS 10W50. Put that in, get it to a dyno and go for full tune. Not sure what to expect. I know I can ram a lot of boost down its throat now, but I don't know. Like, there's still things I want to do to the car. Basically, do I just see how far it can go, which I think it's going to ballpark 750, 800, I think. I do have ethanol. I've got a flex fuel sensor sat there to put in, but I don't think I'm going to bother with the ethanol side of things, because next winter, when it comes to taking the car off the road, I'm going to be upgrading my turbo from a 6266 Gen 2 to a 7275. To coincide with that, I'm going to get a tubular manifold instead of my log manifold, and it's all just bigger wastegate, and just then I'll see what I can push. I still need to be mindful that I've got a small case diff, but I've got some plans for that if and when it happens, but it just build the small case diff with OS Geiken internals, and SRD sell a backing plate for the diff as well, a billet backing plate. So I'll buy one of them and I'll get SRD themselves to build the diff up for me. But the whole car, clutch as well next winter, and them 5 things, including ethanol, so 6. I won't really need ethanol to push over 1,000, I don't think, but I'll put ethanol in for the fun of it. But next winter or this time next year we'll be pushing for 1,000 brake horsepower territory. But for now I'll be keeping it around, well, just whatever it can make. I don't want to push it too far. So yeah, that's just a little update. But I don't even want to say I'll keep you posted, because it might not, but I'll definitely be filming when it's on the rolling road getting tuned, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry it's been quite a long video, but I've had a lot to talk about. But yeah, take it easy guys.